This isn't going to be one of my normal types of videos. In fact, it's not really a video that I ever thought I was going to have to make at the beginning of this year. But as I have learned previously from another I'm Dante video, the longer you actually don't respond quick and concise, the longer this shit stays with fake rumors and lies all around the place. If you're one of my subscribers or followers that is not familiar with I'm Dante, this video is not for you. I don't really want to get you guys involved in this sort of stuff. This is actually more or less to take care of other issues. In a reaction to being blocked on my Twitter feed, I'm Dante has made another video having what best could be described as a tantrum or so, being upset and making a diss track because he was blocked on Twitter and such. And there's a lot of reasons why I blocked him, and I will get into that shortly. But the main reason for this video is to clear the air in that sense. There wasn't any hate or malice. I don't have a problem with I'm Dante. I just don't want I'm Dante and any other person that I blocked, which were a lot, as part of my social circle moving on into a positive new year. One of the other reasons for making this type of video is I wanted to take the time to clear up a lot of incorrect information that's been out there based upon a lot of these videos that I'm Dante has made. At first I tried to ignore it because at first I thought people were fairly smart enough to do some research and figure out on their own that it wasn't true. But as more time went on, I realized that if I let this particular video slide, if I don't put a stop to that shit right away, then for whatever reason, people would start believing another new false information that I'm somehow fake. We're going to stop this now. And one of the biggest fallacies that I do want to point out that is absolutely not true is the fact that I have something against the reactor community as a whole. That is completely 100% untrue. You can ask many reactors that I still talk to on a daily basis, many different ones, Swagfell Nation, Couples React, Dwayne and Jasmine, Gator Martin, just to name a few. I don't have a problem with whichever reactor community we're talking about, the newer ones or the original ones that I was a part of. I don't have a problem with reaction videos as a whole. I only had a problem with reactors, and I emphasize on had a problem with reactors that blatantly ripped off other YouTubers online, took all their videos, reacted to them, and essentially put us all in the sort of shitstorm that we've been fighting through today. When you're bending over backwards to make sure you're doing legal and fair reactions, contractual reactions, and getting permissions from the original content creators, that sort of stuff kind of annoys you after a while to see things like that putting a bad name for everyone. And like I said, I had a problem with it. I had a problem because now that problem is over. It doesn't really relate to me anymore. Most people know that I'm doing a lot of legal reactions. A lot of people know that I asked for permission ahead of time. And this problem has been minute. And this leads into basically what the biggest problem I have with I'm Dante, or had with I'm Dante, is that he knew what he was doing when he made that roast rant video. He knew what he was doing when he made this latest video. And it's just it's a little mistrusting. I can't trust something like that. For someone who claims that they're cool with me or they like me, they don't hate me, he's doing a very good job of proving otherwise and making videos trying to ruin me and such. A while back, Dante was having beef with another reactor. No, not Rashad, but actually Blasphemous HD. And this issue was in regards to the roast of Blas himself. He did not watch it. There was a problem going back and forth, and Blas over a few videos was dropping a lot of shade directly mentioning I'm Dante back and forth, and basically I'm Dante called him out on his shit. Little do most people know that I was actually privately messaging I'm Dante, just kind of consoling him a little bit, letting him know things will be all right, keep his head up, etc., etc. And we had a conversation about making sure he keeps his circle small, etc., so on, so forth. Well, finally, Blasphemous HD made a public video apology to I'm Dante, saying that he got in a car accident, so on and so forth, was going through a lot of stress at the time, and just wasn't really thinking when he was saying these sort of things. I believe somewhat the next day, I'm Dante made a video responding to that, saying everything was fine, everything is cool, no problem, we're moving on, all said and done. Why am I bringing this up? Well, I just find it kind of interesting because I was there witnessing all that. And I myself happen to be going through a lot of big issues, a lot of private issues in my life, not really knowing about the direction of my life living here in Japan, not really knowing if I should delete my channel or not because I already passed 100,000 subscribers. A lot of frustration was building within me, and I said things that I really shouldn't have said about Blasphemous HD and Jinx. But lo and behold, even after around that same time privately speaking with I'm Dante, messaging back and forth about other things, talking about stress, talking about up and down the stress that I was actually going through, privately speaking about this, just a few days after that, he drops this roast/rant, complaining and getting involved in issues that he really had nothing to do with. But on top of that, I would have thought, if he really was a friend or what have you not, would have understood exactly what I was kind of going through mentally and emotionally at that time. But hey, I don't want to make that an excuse. I'm just giving you guys a little background on this, because let's just say this didn't happen. Let's just say we didn't even have this conversation. Let's just say for whatever reason, I'm Dante has some particular right to get involved in issues that don't directly concern him. Let's just say we weren't even friends. Okay, so this video comes out and then I almost immediately apologize the next day. I saw the error of my ways, and I really do mean that. I've been studying a lot of books about forgiveness, dealing with anger, just making sure you can keep your frustration under control. And I think for the most couple months, I've been doing a pretty damn good job of this. But here's the deal. What I find really funny is the fact that, unlike the immediate response that I'm Dante gave towards Blasphemous HD's apology, Akasan got none. Akasan got nothing. Actually, the only mention, as far as I know, the only mention that was ever made after the roast rant video on I'm Dante's channel was a small little section of one of his vlogs in what really looks more like a clickbait title just to get people to tune in. And so that somewhat disappointed me a lot, in the fact that on one side, someone that he's actually not very much friends with, he got an immediate everything's okay type video. With someone who's supposed to be cool with, there was no sort of response to let everybody know what was cool. And here we are now afterwards, months and months afterwards, consistently still getting lots of comments on that coming to my channel, complaining, saying that I hate all reactors, so on and so forth. A lot of fallacies continue in the air. I particularly think because one of those everything is cool videos were not made. Maybe one of those videos don't need to be made because maybe everything wasn't really cool. That's what I took it as. But I waited. I took my time. I just wanted to see if time would heal some of these wounds, if things were going to be better after a few months. But as we crept into this new year, I just saw that nothing really had changed at all. So why should I sort of put my private, semi-public life on Twitter displayed so predominantly and have people follow people that really don't sort of support me? It just sort of felt a little grimy to me. It just felt a little weak to me as a person to be able to allow these kind of people that kind of talk shit behind my back on top of that, do a lot of hypocritical type of things. And essentially people, the bottom line is people that I just generally can't trust in my social circle on my SNS type feeds to sort of be around. I don't really enjoy posting that kind of information out there, always wondering if it's going to be used in a video against me personally. That just didn't sit well. And thus, that's why I blocked I'm Dante, Cooley, a few other people that just don't really support me in the future. So there's no really any reason for me to be supporting those type of people that wouldn't be supporting me. It just doesn't make sense. There's no ill will towards them. It's just I want to be away from that sort of energy that may or may not make me angry in the future, make me lash out and say things that I don't want to. I think in the idea of trying to become a better person, to be more chill, is to just sort of get rid of those things that will make you uncomfortable. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking in a sense that these are some of the people that I had supported for quite a long time. These are some of the people that I really do think have a lot of talent and essentially could be blowing up to bigger and better things. But just somewhere along the line, paths have been crossed, and maybe this was always going to be the way. Not everybody will always be cool with each other. Not everybody will always agree with each other. And essentially, if people can't really be compassionate for each other, it's just best to delete those type of people from your life. And it hurts. It cuts deeply because I can still remember when all of these cats were still coming up, still trying to be discovered, and especially all the support that I was giving them to keep them up there. Especially with Cooley, when nobody was really wanting to accept Cooley as the sup bros with Gator Martin. I was always there calling him the Winter Soldier, the Bucky Barnes to Gator Martin's Captain America. So to see things like this, especially when it's a momentous occasion as getting your milestone plaque, to see things like this, it hurts deep. And that's the kind of stuff that I didn't think I would really be okay to be cool with online, quote unquote. So there you guys go. That's why I blocked several different people in my social circle. That's why I blocked I'm Dante. I don't have any problems with them. I have no intent on starting beef, as again, I'm Dante is misinterpreting and such just for views or drama. I don't know. I remember a very young I'm Dante who just wanted to make people laugh every day and bring smiles to people's faces. And the person that I'm seeing now, I don't know, maybe just the game and time changes. Maybe this is the true face. I don't know. I don't have any problem with him. I just don't want him around me anymore. I don't want to be associated with that sort of energy. It's just not something I can really trust anymore. As I said in one of my videos going into 2017, all I want to do is focus on myself and the people that support me, the people that watch my videos, the people that show me love, because those are the people that are going to be with me at the end of 2017 into 2018. There's no reason to hang on to people and try to support people that aren't really supporting you. I have no desire to play the drama game. I have no desire to start beef just to get views and subs. That's a different type of world, a different type of thought process that a lot of people live in. A lot of YouTubers live in for some reason or another. It's like the rap game or something. But for me, this channel has just always been an extension of my life. The Akasan channel is a variety of things. Reactions, hobbyist type mentality, and just kicking it with cool people that enjoy the same sort of thing. I don't care about getting 1 million subscribers. I don't really desire something like that if it's going to change the attitude in the infliction of this channel. There is no beef with I'm Dante. I get about 1 million more views than he does a month, about 20,000 views more daily. That's not flossing, that's just stating a fact that I have no desire to be beefing just to gain views or drama. That's not how this channel works for me. That's not what I'm out here to do. Part of me really believes that this is just some sort of Leafy / Keemstar type deal just to get some drama in the lowest point of a YouTuber's career every year when the algorithms drop real low and views start dropping. But if it's not, I just want to personally apologize to I'm Dante. I'm sorry if me blocking you caused you to get hurt. I'm sorry if you got hurt, you caught some feelings or so, or something to lash out so upset online and on Twitter, but that wasn't my intent. I just wanted to quietly move on, just like all the other people I blocked. But if you got real hurt, man, I'm sorry about that, and wish you the best. So there you guys go. That's it. That's all I needed to say. I think that covers just about everything. If you want to get some more background information, I definitely recommend you check out the Reactor radio interview I did a few months ago that goes a little more in depth into older issues. I'll leave a link in the description below. I really hope I'm Dante and I'm Dante's followers hear this video, and I hope they take a lot of this into consideration and show a little more compassion, and hopefully I'm Dante would delete a lot of these slanderous videos he's been putting up about me, because I know from the bottom of my heart, I know that I'm Dante is so talented that this kind of stuff is beneath him and that he can be better than this. He can be a better man than this. I hope we all can move on from this and bury it, because I'm trying to bury it. I'm done with it. And I hope we all can just move on to a more positive 2017 of a little less fuckery, because I really don't want to have to do this type of shit again.